fall leaf cleanup. We're going to talk about some options and tips starting right now. I'm Rob, the Average Lawn Guy. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. For those new here, welcome. And if you wish to know more about any type of landscaping tips or tricks I do, subscribe now and hit that notification bell. So this is the season when the leaves are falling and landing on your lawn. It's very important to keep your lawn clear of any debris and leaves that may accumulate. Allowing leaves to stay in your lawn actually invites mold and funguses to develop in your lawn. And come springtime, you're going to have issues of bare spots, and you're going to have to worry about grass trying to fill in this spot. This is more for the northern people with the cool season grass, but it can apply to the warm season people also. Not to mention, the leaves will invite insects to hide under there and take shelter. Now don't worry about picking up every single piece of leaf on your lawn. This is not the issue. The issue is when you have a bunch of leaves covering the lawn, covering it so much that you can't even see the grass. That's when you may have a problem. So as a homeowner, there are about 4 or 5 different things you can do to keep your lawn clear. One of the most common way to clear the leaves is to use a standard rake. One of the cons to doing it manually is it's time consuming and it takes up a lot of energy. But at the same time, if you have a family like me and little kids, this is the perfect time to actually play around the leaves and at the same time get your cleaning done. So one dilemma you may face is actually what to do with those leaves once you rake them up. Well, one option is to basically throw them in the garbage. In fact, some states and cities actually allow you to recycle, and some will not allow for any leaves to be placed in the garbage or recycling. So your only options is to find a place in your yard, or if you have a wooded area near your property, to dispose of the leaves and let it decompose naturally. If this option is not for you, then your other option is to mulch. Your second option, if you're like me, is to actually blow your leaves into one pile or blow your leaves into your wooded area, and that will quickly get rid of your problem. I like this option and this is what I use. Your third option, if you don't have a rake or if you don't have a blower, is to use your lawnmower with the bag attached and bag it up. But then you're faced with the dilemma that you had in the first option, what to do with it. Again, do you have the option to throw it away, or do you have the option to recycle it, or do you have the option to actually dispose of it in a wooded area? Your fourth option, which I think most homeowners do, is actually use your lawnmower and just mulch it down. Bear in mind, mowing and mulching is actually a good idea if you don't have too much to deal with. But if you have a whole bunch of leaves to deal with, it's really hard to make the case of mowing and mulching. I've been reading a lot of studies online that says mulching leaves actually helps the grass, but then there's a lot of argument against that, where you'll see mulching leaves actually contribute to the grass not growing very well or suffocating the grass. So I actually wanted to do an unscientific test on this. So in this picture right here, I have 3 strips of leaves laid out, 1, 2, and 3. The first one is going to have the mower run over it once. The second one is going to have the mower running over it twice. And the third one is going to have the mower running over it 3 times. And we're going to see if there's a difference. Test strip 1 had a lot of leaves left behind, and you can see how this can be problematic. Test strip 2, where the lawnmower ran over it twice, actually had a little bit left behind, and then test strip 3 had very little, or you could barely see what's left behind. So maybe mowing a couple times actually does reduce it to almost nothing. Now if you decide to use your lawnmower to bag or mulch this, you need to be aware of the issues that can happen, especially when the grass is dormant. First off, you're going to deal with compaction. The heavy lawnmower on the turf that's saturated or partially saturated can cause issues in the lawn. The other issue you may have when you're trying to mow on a dormant grass, the grass blades may actually bend one way and stay that way for the entire season, which can be a problem come spring. And depending on your situation, you may not have much options, but if you do have the option, I would highly recommend you blow it into your wooded area. First option. Second option, if you can bag it and throw it away or recycle it, that's your second best option. Third option is to mulch it. I don't really like this option, but then again, it's not something I do myself, but I've known people who actually have done it and it works out for them. Now here's a tip for you. If you blow your leaves but you don't have anywhere to dispose of it but in the trash or recycling, try to blow it into one big pile. That way it's easier to scoop up if you use your lawnmower to mulch the leaves. First, make sure the leaves are scattered. Do not put it into one big pile. You want to spread it as much as you can so that it can mulch evenly throughout your whole yard. My recommendation, if you decide to mow and mulch or mow and bag, set your mower to the highest level. So that way you're not really worried about picking up grass clippings. You're really focused on picking up the leaves. So once you have the leaves cleared from your lawn, congratulations, you're done for a few minutes. Look at this. I did this 30 minutes ago and already have leaves landing in the back. Rinse and repeat. So leave a comment below and tell me how you dispose of the leaves. With that, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks. Look at this. Remember what I said in one of my videos, picking out weeds when they're early? I need to do a post-emergent video next.